What's up, boys? This is TheBenCrazy, bringing you a new change to the channel. Now, because I'm as bored as making tutorials as the next guy, I'm going to change it up a bit and bring you 5 moments of NASCAR. But before we get into the video, I want you to smash that like button and slap that subscribe button before this gets demonetized. That is, unless I'm one of the random YouTube channels that NASCAR ignores. So let's fire up YouTube Cutter and start this show.
Jimmie Johnson is 5th fastest thus far in practice. Matt Yoakum has more on the driver of the 48 car.
Steve, a great practice session, not only for Jimmie Johnson, but also for the entire Hendrick Motorsports organization, all running within the top 15 or so. Now, Jimmie Johnson, a long debrief with crew chief Chad Knaus, telling Chad that really he can make the car whichever way he wants to go balance-wise by how he adjusts his line. And you were talking, Larry Mack and Jeff, about the transitional banking, and that's exactly what he's doing, changing his entry points, which thus in turn changes how the car is in the center and on exit. But right now he says the car is very sporty, and the comfort feel is great with this 48 car, just a little tight on entry.
This is number 3.
You know, we talked about tires just a little bit there, Larry did, and one of the challenges that this car has created for Goodyear is this car is so right side heavy that they found out they can work with the left side tires to try to give these cars some more grip and make them handle better. They can kind of get away with stuff on the left side, but that right side is real touchy. And actually the tire we've got here is a little tougher than the tire they had here last year. They've toughened the tire up a tad, trying to give it some life. But sometimes when you toughen up that right side tire, the car actually slides more, and you end up using the tires more than if the tire really gripped.
All right, there is Mark Green in the 0 car. They've made it to the head of the line in the allotted time. And it seems hard to believe because Mark's been around for quite some time in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, but this is, if he makes the field, his Sprint Cup Series debut.
And he is a good qualifier, but this is a big challenge for him. This is a new team, didn't have much time on the track. I think they lost a lot of practice time. Just a lot going into this first effort, trying to make it.
I read that they're trying to use some older equipment that they got from other teams, and that's all the way down, not just the chassis and stuff, but all the way down to the components that are on there. So it's a huge challenge for them to come here and try to make this race. This car not wanting to turn very good in the center of the corner. You can see had the wheels turned, but didn't want to get to the bottom.
And you come out here in this highly engineered era of NASCAR Sprint Cup Series racing, and you're going to try and, whoa.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you can look at that. Just look at the front splitter as it makes the corner. The car's got a lot of roll to it. I mean, there's just a lot to making the car go fast. This new team is, well, it's got a lot to learn.
Eric Almirola, Trevor Bayne, 9th and 10th place. Almirola shuffled back a little bit, took just right side tires, and some of the cars that changed 4 passing him here. Here comes Justin Boston in that number 20 car. So piece of information filed away for Almirola for tomorrow's NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race, where he tries to avoid elimination, driving Richard Petty's 43.
Unless you've got a really good handling race car or something that's reasonable that you can deal with, putting 2 tires on that car can make things very difficult.
There you have it, 10 moments of NASCAR. Who knew after these many years of racing that moments like these exist? Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ben Crazy.